Starting. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Little's Lab. My name is Kim. I am a community learning specialist with Do Space, and we are getting started with our Little's Lab. And if you are new to Little's Lab, we have it every Tuesday and Saturday morning at 9:30, and every month we have a different theme or different activities that we go over. And so because we're in a new month, we are in a brand new theme. And so we're going to be doing talking about exploring our world, because it's so good to learn about our world, right? We live here, and it's good to know just about it. And sometimes the world that you live in is, you can learn about all sorts of different countries and about mountains or the earth or the, rainforest, which we're going to be reading a book about our rainforest and working on our numbers as well. But sometimes our world is just right outside our door, right? Sometimes it's just going maybe to the, going out in your backyard or to the park. And learning about things that are right there in your neighborhood. So maybe with that in mind, what are some things that you like to explore in your world? You can tell me in your chat, um, or yeah, let me know. Maybe talk about it with the friends you're with, your family, maybe you're watching this with your grown-ups, with brothers and sisters. What are some things that you like to explore in your world? One thing I like to do to help learn about and explore my world is I like to go hiking. So I like to go on walks out in nature. Oh, our friend Aiden said he likes to go to the park. Nice. It's a great place. And he likes to learn about animals. He likes to learn about animals. Excellent. That's a great way. Our friend Yvonne says that he likes to go hiking and collecting sticks. Yes, that's a fun thing because there are so many different types of sticks out there, and they come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. And that's a really good way to learn our counting as well. Nice. I also like to go hiking. I think that's a lot of fun too. You get to see so many different things. You might get to see some animals. You might get to see some birds. Maybe you see some different plant life. Yeah, all sorts of different things. And that's a really easy way just to go. And even, at the park, you might meet new friends. Different parks have different playground things or do different things. Yeah, so there's all sorts of great learning opportunities just outside your door, right? Perfect. Well, if you have any other places like you like to go to help explore your world, let us know in the chat. Let us know. Perfect. Well, friends, just like every Little's Lab, I like us to start out with our calendar, because our calendar is so great to learn our days of the week and help us with our numbers and even our letters. So I am going to share with you a website that I like to go to called starfall.com. And it's a great little website to that has all sorts of different activities, learning activities for all different ages. And I like to go to the kindergarten one, because then the kindergarten one takes me to my calendar I like to use because it's interactive. And if we were at Do Space, we have Little's Lab at Do Space, we have a really big touch screen that I have our kiddos come up and help me kind of move along in our this website. And so, but I'm gonna have you pretend. Can you guys pretend with me? I'm gonna have you guys pretend with me, and I'm actually gonna be navigating through our website, but I want you to pretend and help me out. So, and I'm going to be doing that by asking you to touch different places on the screen that you're watching this on. So, for example, if you touch that green, white triangle in the middle, go ahead and try and touch that green, white triangle, and let's see what happens. Nice. You should see the month that we are in. That first word is the month we're in, and then that second one is the year we're in. And so like I said, we are in a brand new month. Last month, we were in the month of April, and we are in a brand new month this month. And so my question to you is, for that first word, I want to know, what does our month start with? What's the letter? What's that very first letter that our month starts with? And our friend Yvonne says it starts with an M. That is right. It starts with the letter M. How many else? I bet other friends knew that as well. Uh, Perfect. So does anybody know what our month is called that starts with our letter M? What is our month called that starts with our letter M? You can write in the chat, maybe with our grown-ups help, or you can share it with your grown-ups that you're with. Does anybody know what our month is called that starts with our letter M? Ooh, our friend Aiden said that it is May. That is right. It is May. We are in the month of May. Excellent. And so I bet a lot of you knew that as well. And then we are in the year 2020. So 2020. Perfect. Let's move on. You should see a triangle, kind of, or an arrow, not so much a triangle, but an arrow in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Can you guys help me out? Can you guys go ahead and touch that arrow in the right-hand corner of your screen? Excellent. So you should see our month of May. And at the top, you can kind of see all our days of the week are getting highlighted. And every week and every month, there are 7 days of the week that we go through and we repeat. Should we say our 7 days of the week all together? Let's say them all together. And let's start with Sunday. So I'm going to say them with you, but you can also say them with anybody that you're with. So let's start with Sunday. So there's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Great job. And who knows what our day of the week is today? It's our day of the week. It was the very last one we said. Starts with our sound. Anybody know? You can share with your friends, with the people you're with. Is our day of the week Saturday? That is right. Our day of the week is Saturday. Perfect. So can you guys go ahead and touch that Saturday? It's the one that is highlighted kind of gold and sparkly, and there's a hand pointing to it. So let's go ahead and touch that Saturday. So today is Saturday. That's our day of the week. Our month is May. That starts with our letter M. And then that number is our date today. And I bet everybody knows this number. What is that number? And you can also look on our calendar. It has the big purple star on it. What is that number? You tell it to your friends, because I bet everybody knows it's our number 2, right? Yeah, it's our 2, or it's the 2nd day of May. So it is May 2nd in 2020. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and touch that green arrow one more time. Go ahead and touch that green arrow. Perfect. So we need to put our day of the week. You can see on the right there, it says Saturday, and then our number 2. And then we have a couple blank spaces in our calendar. So we need to put those back where they belong. So let's put those back where they belong. Can you guys help me out? Let's start with our Saturday. Let's help me out by putting our Saturday where it needs to go. Perfect. Good job. Can you guys help me out with our number 2, or our 2nd, our May 2nd? Let's put that where it needs to go. Pretty easy, right? Right there. And let's touch that green arrow in the right-hand corner one more time. Excellent. Okay, so I like to look at our calendar because you can see that there are some different little pictures on some of our days, and those that means there are special days on our calendar. But there's one missing that I like to talk about for May, because it's not like an official holiday, but it's a fun day that I think a lot of people like to do. And that is on May 1st, or the very first day of May, and that was yesterday. And my question for you is, a lot of times May 1st is called May Day, and people will give little May Day baskets and leave them on people's porches. Did anybody do that? Did anybody give out or receive any May Day baskets? How many of you received or gave out any May Day baskets? Oh, our friend Rory said that they delivered some May Day baskets yesterday. Nice. They delivered 10. That's awesome. That's so cool. A lot of time May Day baskets might have flowers or maybe some candies or fruit in them. And so that it's such a nice thing, especially nowadays where it's just nice to give people in maybe your neighborhood some little gifties. Excellent. Yeah. I didn't receive any, and I didn't give any yesterday when I probably should have. However, my nephews, I have a lot of nephews that are your guys' age, and my nephews gave out and received some May Day baskets, which is really cool. And so nice. So that's a fun day that I like to talk about, even though it's not officially on our calendar. So our next holiday that we're going to talk about is on Tuesday, May 5th, or number 5, which is Cinco de Mayo, and it's also Teachers Day. So it's nice. So Cinco de Mayo is it's called the 5th of May. Cinco is 5 in Spanish, and de Mayo means of May in Spanish. So Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May. And then it is also Teachers Day. So you may not be able to see your teachers as readily as you could in the past or just nowadays. But maybe if you have a teacher, maybe try and reach out to them that day. Maybe try and send them a letter. Maybe you can write a letter or maybe with the help of your grown-up, send an email or some kind of message to them saying like, hey, thank you. I'm thinking about you. It's a great day to recognize our teachers, right? Because they are doing so much these days. So we really need to appreciate our teachers. Perfect. And then we have a really special day on Sunday, May 10th, on the 10th of May. And it's a day that we celebrate somebody really special in our lives. Does anybody know? And you can see it has a rose on it. It is a day that we celebrate our moms. That is Mother's Day. So we have Mother's Day on Sunday, May 10th. And that is a day that we are the special ladies in our night. And that might not always have to be our mom. Maybe it's, our grandma or an aunt, just a special lady in our life that we want to say, I love you and I care about you, and thinking, and sometimes just giving a nice little card or maybe just a tiny gift, maybe a flower, are really nice, great gifties to give on Mother's Day. So that is on May 10th. And then we have a day that we don't necessarily celebrate in our country, but it's a day that gets celebrated in the country just north of us in Canada, called Victoria Day. And to be honest, I don't know much about Victoria Day. And since we don't celebrate it, I'm not even going to ask if you celebrate it. Or maybe you do. Maybe you're Canadian and you're watching, which would be so cool. If you are, tell us about it in the chat. Let us know what Victoria Day is all about. And then on Monday, May 25th, is Memorial Day. And that is a day that we remember people that were in our military, and they may have passed. And so they're no longer with us. And so it's a day that we remember them, or just a day that anybody in our lives that we may have passed and that we remember. And so, yeah, so those are our holidays and kind of our special days in May. Now, I know everybody has a birthday, right? I have a birthday. You have a birthday. We all have birthdays. But does anybody have a birthday in our month of May? Do we have any birthdays in our month of May? Does any of our viewers have a birthday in our month of May? And if you don't, that's okay. Not everybody has a birthday in our month of May. I don't have a birthday in our month of May. So if you don't, that's okay. And it doesn't seem like it. I'm not seeing anything in the chat. No worries. Okay. So we are going to keep on moving then. And what we're going to do is we are going to read a story that is going to be we're going to learn a little bit about our rainforest. So I'm going to change things up a bit. And that's not what I wanted to do. Let's go back. We are going to stop sharing that. We're going to share something else. And we are going to go to an app that I like to use called Epic Books. And it has all sorts of different, It has all sorts of different stories for all age groups. And so it is called Down in the Jungle 123, a rainforest counting book. And so, does anybody know what a rainforest is? Does anybody know what a rainforest is? What's a rainforest? What is that? And a rainforest is a place on our earth that, just like it says, it has, let's break that down. What's a forest? Do forests have a lot of trees? Yeah, so it's a place that has a lot of trees that gets a lot of rain. So it is our, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I apologize. And so it is a place that gets a lot of rain and it has a lot of trees, and there's a lot of animals that live there because of that. So a lot of time rainforests are in a part of our world that is right in the middle where it's warm a lot. So they don't get a lot of seasons. Like here in Nebraska, we get 4 seasons, right? We have a very definite spring. We're in spring right now where the weather is nice and mild and it's starting to get sunny out, but not too hot. And then we have summer where it gets really hot. Then we have fall where it starts to get cooler and the trees shed their leaves. And then we have winter where it snows. Well, where the rainforests are, it's like summer and spring all the time. It's warm and it's hot and it's rainy, and they don't get really seasons. So we're going to learn about some different animals and plants that are in our rainforest. So Down in the Jungle, 1, 2, 3. The jungle is full of plants and animals. Let's see how many we can count. And I want you to count along with the people that you're with. You count along, and then you shout out and maybe tell us what animals you think. So we are starting with our first number. It is our number 1. And what animal is that, friends? What animal does that look like? It's a jaguar. Yeah, so we have 1 jaguar that hunts. Jaguars hunt and they live alone. So they live in the rainforest and they hunt and they live alone. Oh, what's our next number, friends? Is it our number 2? Yeah. And these are 2 parrots that eat nuts. They crack them open with their beaks. So these are 2 really pretty parrots, or I think they're even maybe called macaws. And they look so pretty, right? With their yellowy, orange, and blue feathers. And they have really strong beaks that they can crack open nuts with. That's what they eat. What's our next number? Is it our number 3? Yeah. And what are those? What are these funny animals? Does anybody know what these funny animals are? These are sloths. There are 3 sloths. Our friend Rory knew they were sloths. So 3 sloths hang from trees. They spend most of their lives in the trees. Yeah. So you can see that they hang from their really long fingernails. You can kind of see with that little one on the right, they have really long fingernails. And so they hang from the trees and eat leaves. Yep. And they're really slow, but they're really cute, right? Ooh, what is our next number, friend? Our number 4. And what are these? Oh my goodness. 4 green snakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 green snakes coil around trees. They hold on with their tails. How many of you like snakes? I love snakes. I think they're such cool animals. And these snakes, I don't think are venomous. So if they bit you, they wouldn't poison you, but they have really strong bodies that they can hold on to the trees with their tails. And they're green so they can blend in with the leaves and the trees that they're in. Oh, look at these cuties. What's our next number? It's our number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 marmosets. I'm going to say that's how I'm saying it, right? Marmosets. I should have looked that up, how to pronounce it. Sit on the log. They are the smallest monkeys in the world. Look at these tiny little monkeys. Marmosets are the smallest monkeys in the world, and there are 5 of them. It'd be pretty fun to have a little monkey around, right? Ooh, what are these, friends? And how many are there? Are there six? Yeah, there are six butterflies. Six morpho butterflies fly by. They are one of the largest butterflies, or one of the biggest kinds of butterflies. They're one of the biggest kinds. Look how big their beautiful blue wings are. Yeah, and they live in the rainforest too. What's our next number, friends? Is it our number 7? Yeah, and what are these? These are pretty flowers. What kind of flowers? Do you know what kind of flowers these are? These are orchids. 7 orchid plants grow. They grow in every color but black. Orchids are such pretty flowers. They live in the rainforest. They grow naturally there. But sometimes we have them in our house, right? Do any of you guys have orchids at home? They're such pretty flowers. Ooh, what's our next number, friends? Is it our number 8? Yeah, it's our number 8. There, and what are these animals flying around? There are 8 bats. 8 large bats fly by. They are called flying foxes, and they are the largest bats in the world that live in the rainforest. Whew. Bats are cool, but they look kind of scary, right? But I don't think they are scary. They eat a lot of bugs, like mosquitoes and beetles, so they're good for our environment, so we don't have too many bugs. Ooh, what's our next number, friends? Is it our number 9? Yes. And what do we have 9 of? What are these? We have 9 frogs. There are 9 red-eyed tree frogs that watch. Their red eyes scare larger animals away. They watch with their big eyes. Yeah, I think if I saw a pair of big red eyes looking at me in the jungle, I think I might be scared too. But they are, look, their big red feet as well. And what's our next number, friends? Our number 10, right? Number 10. And what do we have 10 of? We have, what fruit is this? Does anybody know what kind of fruit this is? It's a yummy one. I love it. It is pineapple. This is what pineapples look like before they get all cut up. We picked 10 pineapples. What else can you count in the rainforest? What else do you think live in the rainforest? If it's really warm, oh, that's the end of our book. If it's really warm, what else do you think live in the rainforest? There's all sorts of things. Different big animals. There's snakes, all sorts of different monkeys, all sorts of different bugs. There's so many, probably more. And the cool thing about our rainforest is sometimes there are animals we haven't even discovered yet in our rainforest because they're so big and so dense. Just pretty cool that there might be animals in our rainforest that we don't even know about. Excellent. Well, perfect, friends. Well, we are going to move on, and I am going to showcase an app which is going to look a little funny. So this app is called, I'm actually going to go back to our home so you can see. It is called The Earth by Tiny Bop, and it is a really cool interactive app that kind of teaches and we can learn about the different parts of our Earth. So we are going to see what we can learn about our Earth. So this is our Earth that we're in, right? And you can see, I'm going to put my finger on this little guy. You can kind of see I'm moving this bar. And so you can see our Earth. And then when I move our bar across our Earth, this is what our Earth is made up of. Look at that. Did you know that's what our Earth looks like in the middle? We were to dig down way deep as we could. This is or if we were like, maybe if we were to cut our Earth in half like an apple, this would what our Earth would look like. So on the outside, you can see there is a crust, kind of like, if you think of like a piece of bread. Our bread has a crust, right? That goes all the way around. And so does our Earth. And then there's an upper mantle and a lower mantle. and an inner core and an outer core. If we get to the outer and our inner core, it's just full of hot lava or magma. And we're going to see how that hot magma or lava helps us make volcanoes. And we can see how they can make different islands. And now we're back to our Earth. Excellent. So I'm going to touch this little guy in the top left. And we're going to take a closer look at our Earth. And so, like I said, let's see how that magma or that lava that's right in the middle, let's see how it makes different volcanoes. Oh, so we can see this is what the outside of our volcano looks like. And then if I move our bar across, you can see this is the inside. And so this is called a plug dome volcano. And so you can see at the top, there's gas coming out. And then right in the middle is called a vent. And that's where that magma comes. And so you could see at the very bottom, our magma is bubbling. It is so hot. Let's see what happens. I'm going to touch that magma a lot. And we're going to see what happens. What is happening, friends? Are we having an eruption? Yes, we're having an eruption. And ash and lava are coming up from what's called the magma chamber. But it doesn't really look like we're making anything, right? Is it getting bigger or smaller? Not really. Let's see how let's take a look. I'm going to move over. So these are different parts of our Earth. And I'm going to move over to our oceans. We're going to see how, there it is. We're going to see how a volcano in our ocean might make an island. So this is called a hotspot volcano. And so just like we have a vent and you can see our crust, like the crust of our bread, it's our crust of our Earth. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold on. And what's happening when I touch that lava? It comes out the top. Did our little thing get bigger? It did. Oh, let's see what happens if I do some more. Because that magma is so hot, but when it touches that cold, cold water of our ocean, it cools and it hardens and it turns into rock. Look at that. Is our little pile, is our little volcano getting bigger? Oh my goodness. It's getting so big, friends. It's getting so big you can't even see the top. Oh, but can you see the top? Because what is that? What do you think that line is? Is that line the top of our ocean? Yes, it is. So now, if we make it big enough and we go back, let's see what happens if we go back. Now look what happened. We used to have a tiny little guy, and now we have an island. Now there's an island that reaches the top of our water, and that's how islands are made. That's how little islands are made in our ocean. So now we've made a little island in our ocean. Let's see. Should we do that one more time? Let's see if we can make it a little bit bigger. Oh, we started over. Okay, let's see if we can make it even bigger. You help me tap that lava. Do you think you can help me tap that lava? Help me tap that lava. Let's see how big we can make our little island. Help me tap that lava. Our volcano, we have lava coming out, and you can see there's gas. And so the type of rock it makes when our magma and our lava cools in the ocean, it's called igneous rock. That's the kind of rock that is made. Oh, okay, let's see if we can make it any bigger than the last time. Keep touching, keep touching. Oh, we have our water. I wonder if we can make it any bigger. Let's see. I want to see if we can make it bigger. Let's try one more time, friends. Keep touching, keep touching. Ooh, it's taking a lot now. Oh, look what we did. We didn't do that before. We made our volcanic island that has a little palm tree on it. If you've ever heard of the island of Hawaii, or it's actually our state of Hawaii is made up of lots of little islands. They were made just like this. Our state of Hawaii was made just like this. Perfect. And look at our, yep, you can see it doesn't look too different from the outside, but we made it, right? Nice. Well, perfect. Well, friends, we're almost out of time. And if you're interested, our Tiny Bop app has all sorts of different things. If we scroll, anytime you see a little circle, there is an interactive part that you can do. So for example, we did this volcano earlier, and then maybe if we wanted to see how a weathered cliff, we can make our water come up and knock down, a cliff, oh my goodness. And so this has all sorts of really cool educational, different interactive ways to learn about our Earth. And so it is called Tiny Bop Earth. So perfect. Well, friends, we are just about out of time. So I'm going to close up our app. I'm going to put me back where I was and say thank you, friends, for joining me today for our Littles Lab to help explore our world. It's called Tiny Bop. I'm going to put it in our chat. Tiny Bop Earth. And there's a lot of different Tiny Bop apps that have to do with plants and animals, simple machines, weather. And we're going to be looking at some of our other Tiny Bop apps as we go through our Exploring Our World month. So again, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed kind of talking about different parts of our Earth. And I want you guys, my challenge for you this week, go outside. What can you learn about your Earth? What can you learn about your world that you're living on? And again, it could be maybe learning about our bigger Earth, or maybe it's just learning a few things about what's right outside your door. And so perfect. So thank you so much for joining me, and we will be doing a different story and a different app next week. So I hope you guys can join me. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you later. Bye.